Clint, explain what motivated you to run for election.
Well, I grew up in Scottsbluff County, miles south Lake Minnetonka. For all these years, I love this area. It's a beautiful area. I want to see it. It needs to be more than what it is. It can grow. I'd like to see more industry, more business come to our area, because I see a lot of our younger people, like my kids, they've left the area. They don't see the careers and the jobs here that could keep them here. Scottsbluff County is one of the poorest counties in the state, which to me makes no sense. We got a beautiful county, a beautiful area, good access to natural resources. I don't understand why we can't be more of a popular county. On a whole, micro scale, coming back to roads, we have Lake Minnetonka out there, one of our largest tourist attractions in this end of the state. And we have a road that is so poor that we have ag traffic, local traffic, lake traffic, bicyclists traveling on a narrow, outdated road that needs to be widened and have some shoulders on it. It is dangerous, and people keep getting killed, and people have gotten killed on this road. So, in a nutshell, that's kind of where I'm at with why I'm running. Thank you.
Okay, Clint, our next question is for you. What areas of county government interest you the most, and why?
What areas of county government? Just the whole economics part of it, how we can build our county through economics with keeping our county still a safe area. That's kind of go back to my last point, where I want to see us grow, but I want to keep us safe. So it's kind of the economics and how we can control. We can build safely. I'd like to see that happen for our county.
Clint, how many paid holidays should staff receive per year, and why?
Interesting you'd ask this. I read your article today on the website, on Kenny B's website, and I've been thinking about that, because when I used to work for a local bank here in Scottsbluff, and I can't remember how many days we got for paid holidays. I think it was like 11 days. But we didn't get 12 or 13 or anything like that. And 11 days, it worked for the businesses in town, so I think that county government should kind of follow that same route as a business. It should be kind of run as a business. With that in mind, in that article it mentioned how county employees are getting paid maybe $2-3 less an hour than a comparable job through a private business. I'm stuck on, paid holidays, no more paid holidays, but I can see attracting more or better employees with a little bit better financial package. And I know we gotta save money, and the taxpayers don't want to spend money, but we gotta be competitive with private business. If we want to attract good people in county government, we got to be competitive with private business. So that's kind of where I'm sitting. No more paid holidays, maybe a better incentive package, or paid pay package for our employees that really deserve it. And I know quite a few in the county here that they're hardworking, good people, and they deserve to be paid for their time.
Clint, when it comes to administration of the departments reporting to the board, what is the proper level of oversight that commissioners should exercise?
Well, I kind of, like everybody's kind of mentioned here, you don't want to micromanage a situation like that. The thing is, if you're hiring good people to run these different departments, really all you should be needing is them to come and report to the board and explain what they're doing, why they're doing it. They shouldn't have to be, the commissioner shouldn't have to step right in the puddle, if you might say, and try to take over a job that someone else is hired for. So the commissioner should be an overall view with each department taking care of their own business. We should let them do their job And as long as they're doing it well, then we should stay out of their business.
Clint, what ideas do you have to speed up the maintenance and repair process?
Well, I'm not a big fan of, I think, I'm not quite sure how the funding worked on the soccer fields here a while back with I believe it's $1.5 million went into lockers and lights, and we're thinking about building I don't know how many millions it is for an aqua center. I mean, we have an aqua center called Lake Minnetonka. You know, if we could make the roads better, get better, you know, because we're already having a lot of Coloradians coming up here and they're spending a lot of money in this area. Maybe somehow we could have them almost fund road projects. Like you go to South Dakota, very big tourist state, but about every road you drive on in that state is a nice brand new road. And I believe tourism could play a big part in helping fund our roads and help keep things maintained a little bit better.
Clint, we'll start with you on this one. What role should the county play when it comes to development of workforce and workforce housing?
See, that's kind of a conflict, because I want to see government as little as possible. I'd rather see a private industry, or come in and be able to do things. I don't want to see government doing things that private individuals could be doing. But as far as workforce development, I've seen our local center here years ago. They helped me get through college, and it helped me. I mean, it was a great leg up and gave me future career opportunities. So I'm pretty conflicted either way on this. I want to see. I don't mind paying for somebody's education that can go on to better the community, but I just don't want to see too much government influence in this also, if that makes sense.
If a horse racing track and casino are built outside of Gering, the county stands to receive a considerable amount of funding from that industry. Clint, what would be the best use of those revenues?
I'm pretty much in agreement with everybody here. And by that, my whole point of running was I'd like to see better roads in this county. And with this casino coming in, I love the idea of this casino. It's not a tax. It's people voluntarily handing money over to help us improve our county. Because I don't want to see new taxes. I think our tax is too high anyways, but this could really be a good source for us, and we could put it into the roads and put it into the even just Scottsbluff Grand Highway. It's rough and the shoulder's bad, or every road you look at in this county, there's potholes, and yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Clint, what do you think is the proper balance to strike when considering valuation protests?
So that's it. The past few years, we've had a lot of people moving in here from other states, and just in my area, I can count 5 properties that have sold for about 2 to 3 times more than what they're really worth as considered farm ground or ag land. They're just people are escaping some of these states, coming up here and buying our beautiful areas, and it's hurting the locals, because I mean, if these places right around me are selling for 2 to 3 times what they're worth, and my taxes every year, they just keep going up, and I can complain, but it's pretty easy to pull comparables from the properties right around me. They're showing I'm not out of line. I'm in with the market. My place's market value. It's a tough call, because in the end, I'm not making any more money off my place, but taxes are going up, and I have some wealthy neighbors, I guess. So it's a fine line. but I think they're doing the best they can with it.
Clint, what would you do to foster a spirit of cooperation with other elected offices?
That was a great statement. I was there to think about that. Yeah, just communication, getting around, talking to these different heads, and somebody, I can't remember who I was talking to, they said, heck, half their job is just working with people's personal issues. Their home life is half their job, and the other half is, actually working. So as far as being a boss goes, understanding your employees, figuring out if you can help them out, not trying to get in their personal business, but if they need something, help them out. And it's kind of just communication, getting to know your people, staying on first name basis with everybody.
Great. Anyone with anything to add? Okay, Clint, you're next. What is your stance on unfunded state and federal mandates, and why do you feel that way?
Wow, I'm totally against mandates. The federal government shouldn't, my body, my choice. The federal government, state government should have no say on how you, on your decision making. So with that said, mandates bad, against them.
Clint, if you're elected at the end of a 4-year term, how would you define success?
Oh, I could see success in Scottsbluff County as attracting more industry, more jobs, keeping our youth, our kids graduating, staying here, starting their own businesses. I could see success as far as our taxes, like we were talking earlier about, these farms around us are selling so high, and more of an equitable, fair system for taxing the farmers around here that they're bleeding to death, from the high property values right now. I just see success as the government just staying out of our way, less regulation, less just letting people, letting businesses grow and thrive and be a welcoming county for that to happen.
Anyone else want to add anything? Okay. Clint, you have 1 minute for a closing statement.
Thank you, Mr. Boyer. You've done a great job with questions. And it's kind of neat to see, I love when people get together as the whole community thing, good ideas coming from every angle to come up with good solutions. And I've always loved that part of government, is where not overwhelming government, but good minds come together, make solutions, build a community, keep a county like Scottsbluff County beautiful and awesome. I would appreciate the opportunity to serve as a county commissioner. I think I could come up with good solutions, have good ideas, find ways of doing things to improve everything from what we've talked about, roads to everything else. Thank you for your time, and I've appreciated being here.
Thank you. We'd like to thank all of our candidates running for Scottsbluff County Commissioner in District Number 1 for participating in tonight's forum. We hope that this helps you in deciding who you wish to vote for. As a reminder, in the May 10th primary election, you'll be allowed to vote for one candidate. The top vote getter in the primary election will advance to the November general election, most likely unopposed, as no other candidates have filed from other parties. This candidates forum is one of several being presented by the Government Affairs Committee of the Scottsbluff-Gering United Chamber of Commerce. We again would like to thank the Rural Radio Scottsbluff staff for recording this forum so you can view it, our timers from WNCC for volunteering, the Chamber staff, and Scottsbluff County Clerk Kelly Sides for hosting us this evening in the Commissioner's Room. On behalf of the Scottsbluff-Gering United Chamber of Commerce Government Affairs Committee, and for my co-chair Don Wolf, I'm Bill Boyer. Thanks again for joining us, and remember to get out and